Hi guys, my name is Shrikant Idam and hope you all doing well and welcome to SDM Techie channel. So today topic is a DNS server. How exactly it works and what exactly is a DNS server. For example, if a DNS server is a person and if I am asking him any information, so if he has any information, definitely is going to let me know. So if you don't have that information, he is going to tell me whom to approach. So DNS server works same like that. Okay. So in simple terms, a DNS is like a phone book of a internet which will have details of all the website present in internet. It will translate the host name to IP address. For example, I am typing google.com. So it will translate into IP address. In the internet, it will try to find it in computer understandable language. Because it's not possible for us, I mean to say human, to remember the IP address, right? So that is the reason we have DNS server, which will translate the host name into the IP address. So here we have top level domains. For example, google.com. The .com is a top level domain, and these are all top level domain. For example, .in, .org, .info, .gov, .com, .edu, .net, and .biz. And this is the URL. So URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. So when you type google.com, by default it will add HTTP at the beginning or HTTPS if it is secured. So this is called as protocol. And www, World Wide Web. So this is called as subdomain. And Google, that this is called as domain name which you are searching for. And .com, the suffix is will be called as TLD, top level domain. So now we are going to know when you type google.com what exactly happened in the background. Here this is my machine. I am typing google.com. So it is going to check for the resolver. It is going to contact the resolver. The resolver can be my router. It will check the router cache if it has all the details about the Google. If it is not finding the details, it is going to contact my ISP DNS resolver. So here I I have some explanation here. So when you type it in google.com, when you type google.com in your web browser, and if your web browser or operating system cannot find the IP address in its own cache, it is going to send the query to the next level. So what is that is called as resolver server. Now resolver server is basically it can be your ISP. So when a resolver receives this query, it is going to check its own cache memory to find the IP address for google.com. And if it cannot find it, it is going to send the query again to the next level, and it is called as root server. The root server are the topmost server in the DNS hierarchy. So here you can see I send the request and DNS resolver tries to find it, but it cannot find it. Now again it is searching with the root server where it will have all the details. So the root server will have details from A to M. It will have 13 sets of these root servers. A to M. If you calculate the alphabets from A to M, it will be 13. And they are strategically placed around the world. And they are operated by 12 different organizations. And each of these root servers has their own unique IP address. So they are not present in the same network. They will be having a different network IP address. And it is not placed locally. The server will be placed around the world. So when root server receives query for IP address for google.com, root server is not going to know what IP address it is, but it does know whom to contact. So again, it is going to tell the resolver go and find the IP address by contacting TLD. So TLD means top level domain. So resolver will now ask TLD server for the IP address of google.com. So as I explained you earlier, TLD stands for top level domain, right? So here in the screenshot you can see it. So these are all top level domains. You can see .com. TLD will have details about the .com. We are searching for google.com, right? So it will check for it. Here is a TLD. So root server told DNS to contact TLD. Now TLD will try to find google.com details. So resolver will now ask TLD for IP address of google.com. Top level domain server stores address information for top level domains such as .com and .net, .org and so on. This particular TLD server manages .com domain, which google.com is also a part of it. So when a TLD server receives a query of this IP address of google.com, TLD server is not going to know what IP address for google.com is. So again it will tell the resolver, go and contact authoritative name server. So this authoritative name server is the final guy who will have all the details. Okay. So the resolver will ask, do you have the details of google.com? I need the IP address. So authoritative name server or the server are responsible for knowing everything about the domain, which include the IP address as well. Now they are called as final authority. So when the authoritative name server receives this query from the resolver, name server will respond with the IP address for google.com. And finally, resolver will tell your computer IP address for google.com. And then your computer can now retrieve the web page. Now you can open the web page, right? Because it received the IP address of the google.com. So it is important to note that once resolver receives IP address, it will store it in its cache memory. It's so the resolver is going to save all the details of the google.com in this cache, because in case if you are going to ask the google.com web page again, it will not take much time. It has the details in its caches, right? So it does not have to go through all the steps again. DNS servers have different type of records to manage resolution efficiently and provide important information about a domain. These records are the details which are cached about DNS servers. So you can make a note of these records, guys. So we are here. I explained how Google DNS server worked and how what exactly use of DNS server. So in case if you are going to create any DNS server on your machine on the server, so the details will be saved in these records. A record will have details about the IP address and where the website is hosted. If you are configuring the domain on the IP version 6, then it will have the details stored in AA record. And if you are configuring any email server, then it will save it here. So every record has a specific purpose. Okay. So this is about DNS. I hope you understand. So thank you for watching, guys. Meet you next class. Please like the video and share it with your friends. And subscribe if you are new to channel. Meet you next class.